On July 8, 2014, at Varna Airport in Bulgaria, German holidaymaker Lars Mittank made a wild exit. He left his suitcase behind, sprinted out of the terminal, climbed over a fence and vanished into the woods. No one has seen him since, and his sudden disappearance remains a mystery today. Lars was on a holiday with 4 friends at the resort called Golden Sands. This all-inclusive destination was a hit with young Germans. Lars and his friends were staying at the Hotel Viva Club within the resort. The trip was going great. They spent their days relaxing on the beach, playing football, drinking together, and hitting the clubs. Everything was peachy until almost a week before he was supposed to fly home with his friends. Lars got into a heated argument at a 24-hour McDonald's near the hotel. They argued, and someone punched Lars in the face, breaking his eardrum. His friends were shocked and urged him to go to the hospital, and he was given antibiotics to prevent infection. Lars could have had a simple surgery to patch his damaged eardrum, but he didn't. Maybe he decided he'd be treated at home rather than in a foreign country. In any case, he returned to the hotel with the antibiotics and told his friends he wouldn't be going home with them as planned. He had been warned that the change in cabin pressure from flying could result in a condition worse, so he decided to rest and recover for a day or two before taking the flight. His friends were convinced, and they left for the airport. It was a busy season, and his choices were limited, but he found a room at the Hotel Color, which was both cheap and close to the airport. It seemed perfect, but as night fell, Lars's behavior became strange. He called his mom from his hotel room, panicking and telling her he was being followed and needed to hide. People, he claimed, were trying to rob or kill him. He begged his mom to freeze his credit card, which she did, then hung up. CCTV from the hotel foyer shows him pacing, hiding in the elevator, and at one point leaving the hotel for an hour in the middle of the night before returning and holing up in his room. He called his mom again at dawn, saying the people following him were getting close and he was scared. Shortly after, Lars hailed a taxi and traveled to the airport, texting his mom as he did so. His phone battery was dying, and she was worried about him. She told him to go see the airport doctor before he flew. Dr. Kostov was on duty that day, and when Lars arrived at his office, the doctor noticed he was acting strangely, almost as if nervous or paranoid. Dr. Kostov examined him anyway and confirmed he was well enough to fly. Then the consultation was interrupted by a construction worker. The terminal was being refurbished, and it was common for construction workers to have access to offices and private rooms. But this time, the intrusion triggered something in Lars. Lars, muttering under his breath, said, "I don't want to die here." Then he jumped to his feet, left his luggage behind, and dashed out of the room. CCTV footage shows Lars sprinting through the airport and then out the main doors. He crosses the parking lot, climbs over a barbed wire fence, and disappears into a wooded area on the other side. No one has seen him since. What happened to Lars after he disappeared remains a mystery. The police searched the area thoroughly, including using dogs, but found nothing. There was a worldwide search, with thousands of people looking for Lars for days and months. They found nothing. All that's left behind is his luggage, including the untouched cefuroxime 500 pills. The footage of his final moments has been shared countless times, watched by thousands of people, but it doesn't tell us what happened to him after he disappeared into the woods. Some people thought he was killed or kidnapped by someone unknown. More likely, though, is that he was experiencing extreme paranoia, maybe because of the blow to the head, or maybe because of other unknown things. This caused him to flee, and he died of exposure and hasn't been found, or else he's been living rough or in hiding for years, and his past life is more than a memory. There have been sightings, some of them, like this man found in Brazil with no documentation and no memory of his past, were promising, but none of them have turned out to be Lars Mittank. The search continues to this day,